Hello everyone and welcome back to my F1 2021 career mode with Carmen Jordan. Oh god, she says, Dave, look at where our car is. So why am I not doing any better? Well, I don't know, Carmen, I don't know. Is it possibly because you're a bit crap? Oh! And she says, stop looking at my Instagram, you pervert. Oh, I never look at it, Carmen. I never look at it. Oh god, what a liar. What a bloody... Let's have a look at it now. Oh, bloody hell, lads. Oh, bloody hell. Look at those titties. Look at those... Oh, god, no, come back. I haven't done my... Oh. Well, that was quick, even for me. Anyway, let's have a look at the vehicle performance comparison chart now. And as you can see, we are doing very well. And it's time to move on to the next round of the championship. It's time for Hungary. And we have done our practice sessions. Some more fantastic resource points, 2073. And we've got some more development boosts that have been applied, which, once again, I have no idea what any of this shit means. No. Anyone? Anyone? Can anyone tell me what this means? No? Okay, then. Let's just move on. So out for qualifying we go. Look at the sunshine, absolutely glorious. And let's see what time Mrs. Jordan's going to put in as she's about to come down the final corner now and cross the line for her first qualifying run. And it's going to put her in, fifth position, only half a second behind the leader. Currently, wowzers, me trousers. We accelerate forward out a little bit later to qualify. Oh god. Mrs. Jordan's dropped down a little bit. Yes, she's... Oh, snizzle me nizzle. She's in last place, yes, but she's up on her delta time, so maybe she's going to improve on that now. Yes, she does. She's not in last place anymore. She's in 21st place. Anyway, that's it from qualifying, yes. And it looks like Carmen Jordan is going to finish in 21st position in a car which is top 5 in vehicle performance. Yes, top 5. Well done, Carmi. Well done indeed. Oh, God, I've got to get rid of her. I've got to sack her. Anyway, there you can see that Fernando Alonso finished in 15th place. Carmen Jordan finished actually last.
Welcome to Budapest once again for another round of the Formula One World Championship. Historically, a good race for first victories with Button, Hill, Alonso and Heikki Kovalainen all reaching the top step of the podium for the first time here. 14 corners then for our drivers to navigate at the 2.7 mile Hungaroring today. It's 6 lefts and 8 rights around a lap here with average speeds in the region of 120 miles per hour. Anthony Davidson also joins me in the commentary box today. Why don't we discuss McLaren? What do you make of their performance so far this season?
Well, the atmosphere within that team seems very positive at the moment. Everyone seems like they're in great spirits and having a lot of fun doing what they do, and that's definitely contributed to the performances we've seen.
Off the back of a fantastic qualifying session, it's time to see how our starting grid looks for today's race. Good job yesterday from Valtteri Bottas. The Finn starts from pole position, and Lewis Hamilton completes the front row. Looking down the rest of the grid we have Verstappen, Leclerc, Sergio Perez and Sainz, Norris, Ricciardo, Gasly and Fernando Alonso, Tsunoda, Vettel, Lance Stroll and Giovinazzi, Ocon, Russell, Nicholas Latifi and Mick Schumacher, Mazepin, Schwartzman, Tigtum and Cox. And with lights out just moments away, it's time to go down to the track.
So here we go then as the 5 lights go out on the Carmen Jordan clear mode and we say go, 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 and it's away we go from last place on the grid. We've got Mazepin in front, we've got the Schwartzman, we've got Schumacher as well. What's Carmen going to do as she goes into turn 1? She's going to do a dive. Well, of course she is. It's Carmen Jordan and there she dives down a huge amount of cars and it's her teammate. It's Fernando Alonso and she dives down inside of Fernando Alonso. A little bit of wheel banging there between her and Fernando Alonso. He's got a little bit of damage to his front wing as well, you can see, but she managed to get past. Yes, she flies past Fernando Alonso up now into 10th place and she's up now into the World Championship points and chasing Carlos Sainz. in the Ferrari directly ahead of her. Wowzers. Mitraz, but she goes wide, she goes very wide, and that gives the opportunity for Fernando Alonso to sneak back down the inside of her, and he's got the place away from her. So she's now outside the World Championship points, down to 11. Fernando Alonso has now got that single solitary World Championship point. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Anyway, this is still the first lap of the race. Alonso is currently ahead of her, and she's got Yuki Tsunoda currently behind her. Just half a second between the pair of them. For Carmen Jordan, she's about to come around the final corner now for the end of the first lap of this Grand Prix at Hungary. Goes a little bit wide on the exit once again for Carmi J. I think she's having a few handling. Oh wow, very wide there. I think she's having a few handling issues in this car at the moment. Maybe it's just because she's crap. Oh! Anyway, that's the end of lap 1. Valtteri Bottas gets the fastest lap, and we go into lap 2 now. Carmen Jordan still chasing her own teammate Fernando Alonso as we accelerate forward now to lap 2. Yes, still chasing Fernando, as you can see now. Is she going to get even closer to him as she goes into this turn? No, not at the moment. So the gap is just shy of a quarter of a second. As Carmen Jordan is using everything she can to try and get past her own teammate Fernando Alonso as we accelerate forward to lap 4. Yes, you can see now that Alonso has got the gap out to Carmi J to 3 seconds. 3 seconds, and Yuki Tsunoda is still right up her chuff. As we accelerate forward now to lap 6, and I just heard from Jeff, the engineer, and apparently there is a problem with the car for Carmi J. It looks like it could be a retirement. I'm not quite sure. She could keep going. Yes, she's still going at the moment, but I think there's something wrong with the car. Yes, the engine has blown. You can see the engine has gone now in the top right hand corner. The engine has hang-grenaded itself, so it's game over for Carmen Jordan at Hungary, and yes, she's retiring due to a mechanical failure. Carmen Jordan does not complete the Grand Prix at Hungary. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Wowzers me trousers. So that's it then. That's round 11 done and dusted. Okay. Mechanical failure. Okay, I'm guessing there's only 2 mechanical failures in the whole season. Otherwise that would be too much, I do believe. So there you go then. Carmen Jordan flounces off. Not happy. You can see by the body language. Head down. Helmet still on. Not happy indeed. But someone who is happy is Toto Wolff, the Terminator. Is your name Sal? Just stop it now, Toto. Stop it now. Getting out of the car is the winner, who was Lulu. Lewis Hamilton won the race. Well done, Lulu. Well done indeed. Anyway, the team congratulate themselves like they always do. Well done, team. Well done indeed. And there's Tiamat Marjuk, F1 YouTuber to the stars. To the stars. Let's go up to the podium now and see where everyone ended up. Of course, Lulu was in first place. There he is. Will we see him on the top step again in 2022? Not bloody likely. Not bloody likely. Anyway, he holds the trophy up high. Well done, Lulu. It's time for the champagne to go over everyone once again. Well done. Go on, Lulu. Get it in their eyes. Get it in there. I don't care. I don't care. So let's have a look at the points after this round then. Of course, no points for Carmen Jordan because she did have a mechanical failure. The engine hand-grenaded itself. Fernando Alonso actually finished in 8th position after that, so he got some World Championship points. That's not good. Let's go to the final standings and see where we are at the moment then. And as you can see at the moment, we dropped down now to 8th place with 68 points. In fact, level with Lando Norris. And look at this, Sergio Perez has got 69 points, but Max Verstappen's way out in the front at the moment with 165 World Championship points. So it's time now to move on to the next Grand Prix. But before we do that, it's time to renew our contract with Fernando Alonso. And I think we're going to keep him because he's been a pretty decent driver, it has to be said, for Carmen Jordan. Now, what shall we offer him? Low risk, medium risk, or high risk? I think we'll go medium. I'm sure Fernando is going to accept this, at medium. I'm sure he will. Let's have a look and see if he does. We press the button right now and send in our demands. We've got him. We've got him, I do believe. Yes, we've got Fernando Alonso for the rest of this season 2 of the F1 2021 season. Wowzers, mid-trousers. So it's time to move on now. We've got some more weekly running costs, and we now move on to Belgium, to Spa's Frankie Champs, one of my favourite circuits of all time. Oh, wait a minute. I'm not the one that's driving now, am I? Oh, God.
Welcome along then to the Belgian Grand Prix, the race that gave us the maiden victory for the Jordan team in 1998. And in the same team, the phenomenal debut of a young Michael Schumacher. There's always something special around one of the many corners of this fan-favourite circuit. Spa-Francorchamps then, a 4.35-mile tour of the Ardennes countryside, with 9 right corners and 10 left corners, giving us a grand total of 19. Average lap speeds in the dry can reach about 145 miles per hour, but without a significant improvement in these conditions, we won't be seeing anything like that today. With the Grand Prix nearly upon us, Anthony Davidson is by my side once again to offer his perspective. Why don't we discuss McLaren? What do you make of their performance so far this season?
Well, the atmosphere within that team seems very positive at the moment. Everyone seems like they're in great spirits and having a lot of fun doing what they do, and that's definitely contributed to the performances we've seen.
It's time to take a look at our starting grid for today's race. Good job yesterday from Valtteri Bottas. The Finn starts from pole position, and it's Lewis Hamilton alongside. Moving on to the rest of the grid, we have Verstappen, Perez, Daniel Ricciardo and Leclerc, Gasly, Sainz, Tsunoda and Sebastian Vettel, Fernando Alonso, Stroll, Antonio Giovinazzi and Ocon, Norris, Russell, Nicholas Latifi and Mick Schumacher, Cox, Mazepin, Tigtum and Robert Schwartzman. It's almost time for those 5 red lights to go out. Then let's see who can prevail today.
So here we go at Spa then for the F1 2021 Carmen Jorda career mode, and we say go, 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 and it's away we go. You can see it's wet conditions on the track, but we're all on dry tyres, so it's definitely drying up. Now, as we go into turn 1, what's Carmen going to do? She dives down the inside like she always says. Oh, look, there's our teammate Fernando Alonso as well. And we've got the Aston Martins in the mix as well, Stroll and Vettel. I think Stroll's just off to her left-hand side, or is it Vettel? No, it is Vettel. As we know, oh dear, this is going to be too wide as we go down the hill now. This is not going to be very good at all. And of course, we're in wet conditions as well. Look at this, look at this. Oh, she's getting pummeled. She's getting absolutely pummeled by the Aston Martin. And Lance Stroll has now gone past her in 10th position, but I think Carmi's going to see if she can dive down inside and steal that 10th place away from Lance Stroll. Yes, she does, so she's up into the World Championship points, but she goes a little bit wide there on the exit, but she manages to hang on to it in these very, very slippery conditions. But as I said, we are on dry tyres, so it's definitely drying up at the moment. So the car in front now is Pierre Gasly, 1.5 seconds ahead. Lance Stroll's behind, now half a second behind, and Sebastian Vettel is bringing up the rear behind Lance Stroll. So this is it then, Spa-Francorchamps, beautiful circuit and a beautiful track for Carmen Jorda to be driving on, but unfortunately not at the moment in these conditions. Oh, look at that, you can see how slippery it is there. Carmen almost binned it, but she manages to hold on at the moment to this 10th place. Stroll still right up the derriere trying to get past, as you can see, but she manages to hold on. That was very hairy, scary stuff, that was, and she very nearly binned it. It's still very, very wet out there, still on the dry tyres though, so hopefully it's going to dry up and we can get a real motor race out of these 22 laps at the Spa-Francorchamps circuit. Look at this, Lance Stroll still trying. This is still the first lap of the race. Don't forget, of course, it's a very, very long lap at Spa. Carmen Jorda is about to finish this lap and start lap 2 now, still holding on to that single World Championship point. Yes, as you come down the final corner, oh, still very slippery out on the circuit. Valtteri Bottas is now putting the fastest lap, and we start now onto lap 2 of the Grand Prix. As we accelerate forward now, still on lap 2, you can see that Carmen Jorda still in 10th place. She's still got Lance Stroll and Aston Martin trying to get past as we now go down the hill, but she's managed to still fend him off. It's still sort of drizzling at the moment, but this is the point where you have to be very careful, of course, because you've got the curbs that you could slip onto. Oh, she had slipped onto the curb there. Oh my goodness, can she hold on to it? Yes, she. Oh, someone didn't hang on to it. I think that was Sebastian Vettel. Just looked in the rearview mirror there. I think Sebastian Vettel just went straight. Oh, look at this, and he's out of the session. Yes, Sebastian Vettel is out of, and so is Antonio Giovinazzi. I think they must have made some kind of contact, and the safety car has been deployed on lap 2. The safety car is out. Wowzers me trousers, as we accelerate forward now to lap 3. So we're still behind the safety car at the moment, but I do believe it's going to come in very, very soon. Or are we going to come in for a pit stop? We're just about to find out now, and we do indeed actually come in for a pit stop. So there you go, from 10th position we dropped down 2 places already. Carmen's going to come on, I think she's going to go on to the hard tyre, which should hopefully get her to the end of the Grand Prix if she's lucky. She should do anyway. So there you go then. This is her strategy. You can see that Vettel and Giovinazzi are out of the Grand Prix. She's going to end up in last place at the moment as she now goes on to the hard tyre. There it is. Thank you, lads. Very fast stop. You can see it's almost dried up now. Almost dried up. A few little sprinkles on the circuit and on the visors, but it's not too bad at the moment. So now she's got to see if she can catch up to the back of the safety car queue. As we accelerate forward to lap 4, and she has managed to catch up to the back, and the car right at the back in front of Mrs. Jorda is Fernando Alonso, of course. Yes, look at this, in 19th place. Anyway, the safety car now is going to come in, and we will see whether we can get past any cars. Well, we're not going to be able to, because every single time the safety car comes in, they are off like a rocket ship, and Carmen Jorda will have no chance of it. Look, they're already gone. They're already gone as the safety car comes in, the green light goes out, and Carmen Jorda is still trying to get round the final corner. Anyway, it's time to say go, go, go once again. It's go, go for Carmen Jorda on lap 5 now. Teammate, of course, directly ahead of her as we now go round the first turn of the Spa-Francorchamps circuit. We accelerate forward now to lap 7. Yes, lap 7. Still in 20th place at the moment, but we have now got a car coming to the pits. I think it's the Schwartzman, yes it is, and it's Esteban Ocon is coming as well for his pit stop. In fact, quite a few cars have come in, so she's going to make up a few more positions now, but just 17th place for Carmen Jorda, so it's not too bad, not too bad. Hopefully all the cars ahead of her are going to have to come in for their pit stops, and then she might actually get back into that 10th position that she had pretty much from the start of the race. Anyway, we accelerate forward to lap 9. Still in 17th place at the moment, but more cars have now come in for their pit stop, so she's made it up now to 15th position, still behind Lance Stroll. Unfortunately, he looks like he's got the jump on her in the pit stop cycle, and Esteban Ocon is now behind her in 16th place as we accelerate forward to lap 9. Yes, so Jorda is still in 15th place. I do believe one more car may have come in, but I think he's come in and gone out again. Yes, I think that was Mick Schumacher. Yes, he's already come in for his stop and come out in front of Carmen Jorda. That's not very good indeed, so she's holding on at the 15th position. As we accelerate forward now to lap 10. Oh, we've got yellow flag on circuit. Yellow flags have come out. Don't know what's going on. Esteban Ocon. Esteban Ocon. Oh my goodness, what is going on? We've got to reduce our pace to match the required delta, but is this a safety car? George Russell is out of the session as well. Oh, and Robert Swart. What is going on? What is going on? Yes, the safety car has been deployed on lap 10. There you go. 2 safety cars in 1 Grand Prix at the Spa-Francorchamps circuit. So what is Carmen going to do? I think if she's sensible, she should come in for the medium tyre, and that should take her to the end of the Grand Prix. And she is indeed going to come in for the medium tyre. She's unfortunately going to drop right to the back of the field again, which is not going to be good, but of course she will be on that slightly faster tyre, which will get her right to the end of the Grand Prix. No problems whatsoever, because we're on lap 11 now, only half distance to go, and the race will be finished. So in comes Carmen Jorda. Oh, and the game is going crazy now. It's saying pass George Russell when he's actually out of the race. Yes, and the Schwartzman, who is also out of the race. So how can she pass them? Codemasters, please, please. Anyway, we now rejoin the safety car just out of the pits on lap 11 as we accelerate forward to lap 12. So the safety car is now coming in on this lap, and we're behind Nikita Mazepin in 17th place. He's in 16th place just ahead of her. So the green flag will be coming out any second now. And there it goes, and once again they're off like a rocket ship, and Carmen Jorda cannot. In fact, she's done pretty well on that restart, has to be said, and she's managed to maintain a little bit of pace to Nikita Mazepin as we go into the first turn. As we accelerate forward to lap 30, you can see she's got some pace on Mazepin now. I think she's going to dive down inside. Yes, she does. In fact, that was a very clean move from Carmen Jorda there, and she's up now to 16th place. Next target is Dan Ticktum. As we accelerate forward now to lap 15, there she is. Oh, look at that. Ticktum pulled out in front of her, but she was very, very wise to that and managed to get past him. Of course, a little bit of bad blood between her and Ticktum from the fact that he was her teammate earlier on in the F1 2021 seasons. Anyway, we accelerate forward now to the last lap of the race, and unfortunately, it just hasn't worked out for Carmen Jorda whatsoever. She's in 15th place. The race is over. Valtteri Bottas has won it, and Carmen Jorda isn't even going to get into the points. No. It didn't work out for her at all after the safety car period. With hindsight, she maybe should have stayed out on the hard tyre, which means she may have ended up with that one single solitary World Championship boy in 10th place. But who knows what would have happened? Who knows what would have happened? But we do know that she's not going to score any points, and she's going to be, in fact, behind Fernando Alonso as well, I do believe. So I don't think he's behind Ticktum, so he must be up there in front of Carmen Jorda, which is not good news, not good news. Anyway, that's it then. 2 rounds have been completed once again for the F1 2021 career mode. So we're about to go around the final corner now and take the checkered flag for Carmen Jordan, a very disappointing Spa Grand Prix. But what can you do?
Okay, pick up rubber and bring it home.
Safety car was not kind to us today. We certainly lost out some ground there. And driver of the day goes to Lando Norris in the McLaren. Wowzers. So there is Toto Wolff, the Dominator. No, don't do it here, Toto. Don't do it here. There's the race winner, Valtteri Bottas. Well done, Valtteri. Yes, well done indeed. And there are the team mechanics, including Tiamat Marjuk, F1 YouTuber to the stars, congratulating themselves. Anyway, if you wonder why I'm talking so quietly, it's because it's very early in the morning. I should have done this as an AMSR video, shouldn't I? Yes.
After an excellent performance at the Grand Prix, I'm sure there'll be plenty of celebrations tonight amongst the Mercedes team, and they certainly deserve it.
Takes the trophy. Yes. Now the champagne goes over everyone. Well done, Valtteri. Anyway, so there you go. There is the championship.
Your driver of the day, and
well,
it's got to be Lando
we say the
Norris,
championship.
Smooth,
the actual, just the race has been decided, not the championship yet. So in the standings now, you can see Carmen Jordan's dropped down to 9th place with 68 points, just behind Lando Norris. Max Verstappen way out in front, and we are 5th in the constructors. Well, let's have a look at a replay now and see exactly what happened with that second safety car period. Here is Esteban Ocon going for a move. I think that's on Carmi J. And oh my goodness, and there goes his wheel. There goes his wheel, and he's out of the Grand Prix. Oh dear. Let's oh my goodness, and he gets hit up to Jack Jones by a Huss, I do believe. Let's have a look at that, said Huss. And oh, bloody hell. Bloody hell. So that's what brought out the safety car. Anyway, thanks so much for watching, everyone. You have been awesome as always. And yes, of course, there will, of course, be more later. I'm going to continue being quiet now. Shh.